I, 15 female, live with my stepfather, 45 male, my mom, 41 female, and our husky, Snowball. I can say I'm not a child who will take crap or wrong treatment from anyone, not even my parents. I defend myself as necessary. I was pretty mad this one night, and my body language should have made that clear. I was banging my head against my hand and taking huffy, angry breath. My stepdad woke up cranky from his nap as usual, and he asked me to take my pill. In a little bit of a snippy tone, I replied I would once I fixed my computer key, which wouldn't take much longer since I was almost done, and then told him I was pretty mad at the moment and asked him not to speak to me, as any mature person would. But as usual, he got offended and told me not to take my attitude out on him. I rolled my eyes and pointed out that anytime he or my mother are mad with anything, they take their anger out on me, so don't give me that, which made him even angrier. He said if I was going to have an attitude, I could just go up to my room. I shrugged and said fine, then as normal, his reaction was just angry. He took my computer and threw it, breaking it more in the process, and then did the same with my charger, knocked me off the stool I was sitting on and tried to drag me upstairs. I pushed him away, and told him to get his hands off me. He kept telling me to go upstairs, and I told him now I wasn't going upstairs. He walked away for a minute and I thought that was the end of it. Since he broke my computer, I took his beer can and stabbed a hole in it to get even with him, which I normally don't. I just thought of giving him a taste of his own medicine this one time, and he came back in, but luckily didn't see what I did. He kept trying to drag me upstairs and tried to stop me from going outside to get my mother. My mother usually doesn't step in unless it goes too far, so I pushed him away from the door to get outside, and he kept trying to push me and drag me up to my room. Unluckily for him, my mother came in at that moment, and she pushed him away and told him not to put his damn hands on me, with my husky getting scared. He said I put my hands on him and now he's suddenly the bad guy. I said he put his fucking hands on me first and I had the red marks and cameras to prove it. We have cameras in our house, and our fight happened to be right in front of one. I screamed at him and all that, and he was more concerned with me cursing and disrespecting, and being almost 16, and how my mom always sides with me. My mom said neither of us should put hands on each other, and I said again, he put hands on me first. I ended up losing the keys I needed for my computer, which means more money is going to go down the drain to fix it. I told my mom that money was coming out of his paycheck. I went up to my room, ending it. My mom's always been dismissive and never left him despite outbursts like this. I feel bad for my mother because she's remarried 3 times and I don't want her to feel alone despite having me and the dog, and if I call the cops or report this, it's going to be a lot of paperwork, court, drama, our landlord could kick us out. And I don't want to go to our shitty foster system here, so, am I the jerk and what should I do? It's been 6 years and I'm kinda used to him, and I don't think they'll get a divorce. In my previous posts here, especially about school, I don't trust counselors or school systems. As to put it briefly, people at school have gotten sexually assaulted and beaten up on camera, and nothing has been done. I got threatened 3 times and nothing got done, and the principal tried to justify the people. If you want a link to that story, ask in the comments. So, am I the jerk here for my attitude? Edit. As I was getting into the shower, I found a cut on my side that was bleeding from the fight. Should I call the cops?
Next story.
I am a fairly good student with grades and behavior. I usually do not get myself into any problems. I am a 7th grader. We had a STEAM project where I had to use paper shapes to hold small books and put the materials, procedures, conclusions, etc. The entitled student in the story was also doing this. We are in groups, I had 2 others in my same grade. Entitled student who is in 8th grade has 2 other 8th graders in hers. We sat fairly close to them to accustom to my group's location. The entitled student and her group was goofing around. Soon later entitled student started throwing books at our project, making it collapse. My group starts yelling at entitled student. I am nice, so I toss book to give it to her because I sat a bit back from her. It bounced off her desk into her cheek. After that, she grabbed some scissors and told me to come to her. I'm not stupid, and that's exactly what I said to her. I thought that was it because I thought it wasn't that big of a deal that I didn't tell. Big mistake. We were having school elections. I did not run though, neither did she. In between the ceremony the STEM teacher pulled me and one of my group members out. He asked for our side of the story. He said I shouldn't be throwing things and I would get a demerit. I was obviously sad cause it was my first demerit ever. I was sent back and vented to my friend and he comforted me. Later I was taking down posters for elections and cleaned a bathroom without being asked. Vice Chancellor of the school gave me 10 merits and my teacher gave me 3 the same day for a total of 13 merits. Which basically shunned my 1 demerit. God bless entitled student though. I don't know what happened to her. So am I the jerk for getting accidental revenge?
Next story.
Am I the jerk for getting a kid kicked out of a trampoline park? For some background, I am 12 years old and the names in this are all fake. During the 2023 Halloween season I won some free full-day tickets to a trampoline park we are going to call Jumptown. I had 2 and my stepbrother had 1, my friend came with me. My friend we will call Josh and my stepbrother John. We went to this place and started to jump and play dodgeball, however there was a kid who would flip anyone off who got him out. Eventually, me and Josh leave while John stays to keep playing dodgeball. A bit later we saw John and some other kids telling the rude kid who we will name Stinky he was harassing some people and being racist. Saying Asian and Hispanic people look weird. That pissed me off when I heard he said that. From then on Stinky proceeded to keep harassing people and John. Eventually, he punched John through the little screen wall on the dodgeball court. He kept harassing people and yelling, "You're a Taylor Swift fan." I don't hate or dislike Taylor Swift, but I don't really like her music. Stinky eventually went into a bounce house. And someone got a Jumptown employee, but she didn't really do much, just told him that that wasn't cool and to stop. I went in there with Josh and John and saw Stinky, so I told Stinky that he shouldn't punch people, so Stinky ran up to me and hit me in the shoulder. I push Stinky onto the ground and walk out because he can't just do stuff like that. Stinky continues following all of us around saying, "Just kill me, I'm ready to die." I don't have any idea why he was saying this. I guess someone threatened to kill him if he kept acting this way. Stinky tried to get us to hit him or hurt him. Eventually, it gets so bad that Stinky kicks Josh and hits him multiple times. I even learned that his mom was there and was watching without doing anything. We kept running up a tall trampoline and sliding back down, but Stinky tried to stand there and act like a victim. I eventually got another employee to come and told her that he was being racist, harassing people and hitting people, so we find him and she talks to Stinky and his mom. After a few seconds they start to walk away and out the door. So we go tell everyone Stinky was harassing and we continue jumping in peace. Finally,